Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to this week's In Focus Friday, where we take a good close look at cool things made of silver and indeed gold today. And you know you're in for a treat when you see the CIT logo on a box. We are featuring the Year of the Sheep from their summer range. If you've not checked out CIT before, there is a link in the description box below to their website. They are primarily a wholesaler though, so I would say if you are interested in buying any of these products, this amazing 3D sheep, the beautiful silver banknote, or indeed this half-gram gold coin, then you'll need to go and find them on any of the many numismatic dealers that they partner with that sell these kind of products. Now, with all sponsors that we work here on the channel, we have been gifted these coins to showcase. I'm not here to try and sell them to you. There's no affiliate codes. There's nothing like that. I'm here to present them and to find out what you think about them down in the comment section. So please put your feedback, put your comments down below. CIT read them. They really get a lot of benefit from it, and it'd be great to hear from you down there. So we've got three things to look at. A beautiful 1 ounce, I think it is. Yes, 1 ounce fluffy silver sheep, which is a 3D model. It's a really cool piece indeed. Then we've got the half-gram gold, which I think it's a half-gram gold. Let me just double check the certificate here, if I can even pick it up. There we go. Yep, it's a half-gram of 4/9 gold. And then we've got a beautiful silver banknote with lovely colouring on there. It's a Mongolian banknote. All of these are Mongolian stuff, which you don't see very often at all. And in fact, they were telling me that one of the reasons for that is that Mongolia, as an issuing authority, is very particular about what goes on anything with the Bank of Mongolia on it. So I think that's really cool that they've got this Zodiac range. There's a number of different products within this range. I think we did the horse last year with them, which was really exciting. So to see this 3D sheep is really cool. So before we jump in and have a look at it closely, there's the particulars on the COA, no individual serial numbers, but we've got a mintage of 999 pieces, 1 ounce of fine silver, 100 togrogs. Whatever a togrog is, it's presumably the currency of Mongolia. So that's really cool to hear. And then we've got down here, the Bank of Mongolia certifies this coin as legal tender. BH Meyer guarantees to match the finest weight as specified. So nice artwork on the COA, beautifully presented in the box. I love the way that it looks in that box as well. There's no capsule on it. So in fact, let me just quickly gently get this out of its housing. And then we'll pop it down there for us to see in all of its glory. So it's a beautiful little 3D model of a sheep, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. It really is great in the way that it looks. You can see, of course, that it has got that seam down the middle, but I think it actually fits very well with the design. Looks very well positioned there. Got the little smile of the sheep. It's a fantastic little smile. On the reverse, we've got the crest of Mongolia. Let's see if we can get close in. Oh, wrong way. Let's get close in and have a look at that. So you can see the emblem of the Bank of Mongolia. There's the little sheep again with its tiny little grin. How cute. And then the 2027. Really, really good. Lovely finish. Fantastic piece of silver. And it freestands as well. So if we pop that down on the desk, you can see that it beautifully freestands there. And do you know what? I know this is a bit of a top-down look, but if we had the whole range of all of them, I think that would look pretty cool, all lined up together to get all the different animals. So I think that's a really cool piece. I quite like that, and I'd love to know what you guys think down below. So that's the 1 ounce silver lunar sheep. Now I'm just going to quickly take the glove off so that we can now have a look at the half-gram gold. So this is, of course, a very different look to the 3D version. Of course, if we were making a 3D version of a sheep, it would have to be quite a significant larger amount of gold needed, which of course would add to the cost of it. So this is a half-gram worth of gold, presented in a capsule, of course. Very, very attractive piece. Of course, it being a half-gram worth of gold, it is very, very small, but the amount of detail that CIT have got on there, there's a perfect angle for the light. Look at that. The amount of intricate detail on the sheep is not to be underestimated. Even the minute details of, we can get it even closer. Oh no, we've gone too far. Even the minute details of the grass underneath the sheep, I think is just really good. The camera it doesn't like it going too close. It's one of those awkward things for filming with such a small gold coin, but if we're gonna get it there, quickly camera, you can do it. There we go. I think that's about as good as we're gonna get, but you can really see those intricate details on there. On the reverse, we've got the Mongolian crest there, Bank of Mongolia, 1000 togrog again. Really, really nice. The amount of detail though is second to none on that piece. So Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, if we're talking about beautiful though, we cannot ignore the beauty of this banknote. Now, I'm partial to these silver banknotes. I'm way more partial to these than I am other gold foil products, let's say. There are plenty of companies out there making these gold foil products, but there is something particularly special about the silver banknotes. Now, this is presented in a laminated card. I don't believe you can open this laminated card, and even if you could, you wouldn't want to, because you'd want to protect and preserve this absolutely beautiful silver banknote. And let me tell you, you feel that this is a dense piece of metal. This is definitely not your average piece of, like the other gold wafer things that I'm talking about. Trying not to say the brand name in this particular video. They don't feel heavy enough to feel like they are made of metal, but this feels like it's made of metal. It's not just a piece of plastic with a bit of metal integrated into it. Very, very cool piece. Love the coloring of that and the light that plays off it. I think that's really cool. It makes that sheep really come to life. And this is the same sheep design, by the way, that we see on the gold Mongolian Togrog here. So I think that's really quite exciting, really quite cool. It's like a proper banknote with all the different security features that you would expect to find on there. Love the color, it really is great. But then on the other side, we've got a really nice look at the entire sort of crest of the Bank of Mongolia, or Mongolia Bank. And then we've got here all of these beautiful particulars of it. 5 grams, 5,000 pieces, 100 Togrogs there. Just beautiful. So love it to bits. That is a fantastic product. So all told, really well done from CIT. I'm just going to pop the little sheep back in his little house, get him firmly nestled within there. There we go. I think that's a great range, and I do like that. And for a, what arguably sometimes can be seen as quite a crowded space when it comes to lunar products or Zodiac products, because it seems everybody does them, quite frankly. These ones stand out. They are different. You don't see this kind of thing very often. And if you're going to get something for someone for a birth year, that's a really cool piece. That is a really cool piece to have. The gold is lovely as well. The banknote, I don't know, they're all really good. I'm going to try and rank them. I'm going to give them all scores out of 10. So I think from a kind of unique, don't see this kind of thing on the market, 3D thing here, perfect, love it, 9.5, 10 out of 10. I suppose the only thing that I'm somewhat, 9.5 out of 10 rather than 10 is that it doesn't come supplied in any kind of protective case or capsule. So that's the only negative on it. But quite frankly, this is the kind of thing you buy and you keep. You don't buy and you buy it and you enjoy it, is what I'm trying to say. The beautiful banknote here, I'm going to give that a solid 9.9 out of 10. I don't even know why I'm docking it 0.1%, quite frankly, but it maybe because it's ever so slightly bent, but that's probably more my fault for keeping it in a box where it wasn't laid flat. And then the half-gram gold I think is incredible. I think the amount of detail that's on there is fantastic. It being a fractional piece of gold as well, limited mintage, beautiful piece, easy 10 out of 10 on those. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. It'd be great to hear what you've got to say. Otherwise, that's it from me. We'll see you all on the next video. As always, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.